All right, trying something new today. Just wanted to do a video for the data portion of the school site update. Instead of writing this out, there's a lot of steps. So we're in TOMS, that's a portion of CAS.org. We're going into the reporting system, score reports. Our goal here is to use the CAS system to mine some data that will help guide our instruction. So I'm looking at 5th grade math. I'm going to click on that. Scrolling on down to competitive edge. We want to see the targets. The targets are based on the standards, and that's where teachers want to see where they did well and where they need to focus a little bit more. Over on this side, there's some neat little tools. On the left, you have strength or weakness indicator. On the right, you have areas where it lets you know whether they were at proficient or above or below. So we're looking for negatives in the left. We're looking for red arrows on the right. You can see there we have a negative and a red arrow down there at the bottom. This was target K. Which is classify two-dimensional figures into categories, but that is a supporting standard. So it's one we can work on, but it's not one we want to spend a lot of time recovering. And so we look back over here, and I see a negative, even though we have an equal sign on the side, which is okay, but not great. We would like those green arrows, but we see a negative there, and that is target E, which is using equivalent fractions as strategies to add and subtract fractions. So as a math teacher in 5th grade, I want to go and I want to give students the opportunity to show what they know right now in that area, but then also to guide my instructions so that I know what students don't know, so I know what to teach. So unfortunately, the interim assessments, the practice assessments that CAS.org provides, it is not based on the targets, based on the standards. So you have to go and take the target to go and find the standard to go to the interim assessment. So we come on over here and we see that the standard use equivalent fractions as a strategy to add and subtract fractions. So that's the target. That's that target E that we saw. And it comes under numbers and operations for fractions. Okay, so that we want to remember that number and operations for fractions. And then we're going back to the CAS site here. We're going to the interim assessments, which once again is the online practice assessment that CAS provides. We're going to the test administrator interface. I'm going down here. I have a session running in the background because I was practicing this beforehand. So pretty simple from here. Smarter Balanced interim assessments. There's two choices. The comprehensive assessment is the entire math test, and then we want to focus on particular areas, particularly that standard. And so we're going to interim assessment blocks, mathematics, grade 5, and remember that standard, numbers and operations. There it is. I'm clicking on it. We hit OK, and we start our operational session. This is the number that students type in along with their name and their SSID. They're going to take that short 10 to 15 question assessment that will then give the teacher the information he or she needs as far as that standard is concerned, so that they know who has it already, who doesn't have it. I can differentiate instruction if it's a large number who already grasped that topic. And then also if it's a whole class issue, then we can approach it from a whole class perspective. After the learning goes on, the lesson goes on or lessons, we can give a post test to see who understood the topic and is able to apply that knowledge and who is not, so that we can once again direct our instruction in the classroom. So it's a great tool to be used for all teachers, and what we're working on here at Sika. Thank you.